After May 11th, the sale ring at Five Valleys Livestock Auction west of Missoula will cease normal operations as a livestock market. The sale of the property has left many local livestock owners shocked, upset, and wondering what's next.
Obviously, it's not preferred for us guys that have cattle and sell cattle. There is Great Falls and there's Ramsay that we can go to, but I had 4 yearlings that I needed to get rid of, and I took them in last week because I knew I wouldn't have another chance. And if we start shipping them somewhere else, it's going to cost us more money. So, as far as the ranchers stand on it, it's not preferred at all.
Many are relieved to learn that the historic stockyards will not be torn down. The locally owned Montana Knife Company is purchasing the site and plans to build a new storefront on an undeveloped part of the property. The existing stockyards will be used as a transfer yard, with livestock being trucked to Montana Livestock Auction in Ramsay for market.
It really was something that we did a lot of looking and talking to different people and trying to figure out what we could do, because I didn't want it to go away entirely. My own daughter has sold her 4-H heifers through there, and I'm neighbors with all these ranchers around. We're actually going to keep it open as a transfer center. So it is going to be a little bit of a change, but it was very important to me that ranchers had a place to take their cattle locally where they didn't have to haul stock trailers clear over to Butte or to Great Falls or wherever they were going to go. So we did a deal with the Ramsay stockyards there. Going to start in June. I think they're going to start picking up cattle there so people can bring their cattle in the morning. And that afternoon, those cattle will ship out, so nothing will stay overnight.
It's not the best feeling because it's at the end of that chapter. And like you say, we're going to have to deal with it and figure out how to sell our calves and our, dry cows or whatever obstacle we got to do. It's not preferred and I don't like it, but I don't hold nothing against the guy that bought it. It's been up for sale off and on for 3 or 4 or 5 years. It's been struggling.
I'm actually really proud of the business that we're growing in Missoula County, frankly, and in the Frenchtown School District and the tax dollars that are going to that. I started Montana Knife Company in my garage during COVID of 2020. My kids started helping me grind knives and handles. We've completely bootstrapped it. We haven't taken on big time investment in any of that. And we now have 56 employees. And it's actually in my horse pasture. I built a building a couple years ago in my pasture. And so that's why we need this property. We're growing and we're putting a new building up right along the interstate there over on the part of the ground that's not being utilized by the stockyards at all right now. And we're actually very, very proud of the fact that it's not going to be a Hilton hotel, but it's actually going to be, a Montana based, started, owned and operated family run business that's providing a lot of jobs to, frankly, a county that's been losing jobs, like Pyramid Lumber just shut down in Sealy. The chipboard plant in Missoula shut down. So I'm very proud of the fact that we're kind of moving against the tide and we're actually growing a company in Montana. And honestly, Lana, when I was looking at maybe potentially not purchasing it, one of the ranchers locally said, well, if you don't buy it, somebody from out of state's going to buy it and they're definitely going to shut it all down. And at least we're local and we're hiring a lot of people and we're a benefit to our county and to our area. So that's kind of the plan for now.
A big change to the region, no doubt. Montana Livestock Auction out of Ramsay will begin receiving cattle at the Missoula yards starting June 3rd.